Apple Vision Pro, the biggest, most significant product launch for Apple since the Apple Watch, is coming in just a few days. So why doesn't anyone care? Yeah, listen, this video is going to be all about Apple Vision Pro. But don't click away, because if you click away, you're just proving my point, aren't you? Vision Pro pre-orders will be starting on Friday, January 19th, just a few days from the publishing of this video. But forget pre-orders, the thing is going to be officially launched on February 2nd, like in people's hands and on their faces. So where you at? Where are all the theories, the excitement, the care? Why isn't anyone clamoring and frothing at the mouth for Apple's biggest product launch in almost a decade? And also, why isn't Apple trying? Do they care? Where is the enthusiasm? Because it's not here on YouTube, that's for sure. Videos about Vision Pro are not doing great. Not ours, not nobody's, not even Apple's. Introducing Vision Pro was posted on Apple's YouTube channel right after WWDC in June and is currently the most popular video on Apple's YouTube channel. So at first glance, it kind of looks like lots of people are excited. Oh, we're so curious. 59 million people curious. Until you factor in that all that happened here was Apple fisted copious amounts of money into this video, rolling it as a pre-roll ad on YouTube amongst every video imaginable. Then, suddenly, way less impressive. They just bought those views. Apple's other videos about Vision Pro do not have those numbers, to say the least. Hang on, I'll give you another example, and this one I think is even better than the last. Apple Vision Pro is the future, right? And no one has access to the future right now. No one has access to Vision Pro. This has been very secretive, very locked down. No one has had access except for the people handpicked by Apple to get early access and hands-on to Vision Pro and make videos about Vision Pro. And still, even though only a handful of people in the world have had access and posted videos with hands-on of Vision Pro, no one cared. Why? But Jern, I hear you say, you can't just base an entire argument on YouTube views. Yeah, yes, annoying but accurate viewer. That is true. So let's go to Google Trends, shall we? And, there's some obvious peaks here, right? Especially around the time of Vision Pro announcement at WWDC, around the time where Apple was shoving so much money into the announcement video. But overall, there's more search traffic for iPhone 15. You know, the iPhone that's already released and is old news. That's not a great sign. Oh, I'm sorry, what's that? You're saying, of course, the iPhone is more popular than Vision Pro. Okay, well, prove me wrong here, atheists. Also getting more attention than Vision Pro? The Google Pixel. And normally, we would fill this video with our own theories. I would be trying to tell you why I think people are less interested, why I think this is happening to Vision Pro. But that would sort of ruin the fun, wouldn't it? For once, I am keeping my mouth shut. Instead, I want you guys to tell me what you think is going on, because at the end of the day, my theories aren't going to be responsible for the success or failure of Vision Pro, but your level of care for Vision Pro will be. Right now, it is just you and me in a room together, and I'm asking you, where do you stand on Vision Pro? Are you going to be pre-ordering this thing? Why or why not? We just put out a 30-minute documentary called The House That Tim Cook Built, a hugely massive, effort-filled doc that Brian and I poured all of our blood, sweat, and peonies into. Which, by the way, thank you so much for all the kind words on that documentary. It means the world to us. And we're already working on our next big project. So if you thought the Tim Cook doc was good, just wait! That was our last video before this one, and at the end we expressed that, in a way, Apple finally releasing Vision Pro will be a bookend for Tim Cook's entire career at Apple. So where is that energy? We aren't the only ones that are reading the room here. It seriously feels like Apple is just throwing Vision Pro out there and going, okay, here it is now, leave us alone, there, we did it. I don't know how else to describe this moment other than right now, this launch feels freaky. And it gets even freakier. We have more to talk about with Vision Pro after today's sponsor. Guys, we live in the future, okay? We use AI for basically everything now. So why not use AI to manage your money? Meet Clio, the AI-powered assistant that can take your finances to the next level. Clio isn't a bank. It's smarter than a bank. So instead of staring at graphs or numbers, you can just ask Clio, hey, can I spend money on coffee today? Clio's goal is to make managing our finances easy and fun, and it takes every powerful tool from other financial apps and wraps it into a lovely, charming package, like a friend who wants to keep you from going broke. So if you're like me and you're ready to better your finances but hate numbers and charts, Clio is the assistant for you. Check out the link in the description to learn more and to hang out with Clio today. And hey, it might even save you a buck. Thanks to Clio for sponsoring today's episode of Uppertop. When Apple Vision Pro was first shown at WWDC, I thought it was a very weird announcement. Obviously, we knew this was coming for years. I had been hyping this up the whole time, very excited, and then they announced it. And in an episode shortly after, I mentioned that Apple came off as confused and disconnected from users. I felt that there was a big lack of confidence in the announcement. But also, looking back, even though I was harsh, I don't think I was entirely wrong either, and that bums me out. What I said in that video was that Apple needed to stick the landing. Like, they can only announce this product one time for the first time. And I feel like they didn't do a proper job of communicating, of translating just how important this product is, why and how we should use it, and why and how we should care. And everyone's response to that was, well, John, when it comes closer to time when this is going to be released finally, they'll give us another event. There'll be another event. They'll show us even more. There is no other event. This is it. It's just, you just buy it on Friday. You've never seen it in person. They've told you nothing else about this. You haven't heard anything new other than what they announced 7 months ago. And they're asking you to spend $3,500 minimum, never seeing it, never touching it, pre-order it Friday, good luck. It was just posted as a blog post in Apple's newsroom with no new promotional material, just same old stuff from 7 months ago. It just happened to go, also, you could buy it now. Well, Friday. See you Friday, bud. We're hearing that pre-orders might be kind of tough, too, because Apple has apparently only ordered and manufactured around 60,000 to 80,000 Vision Pro units for the initial launch and pre-order. That is not a lot. Now, of course, the Vision Pro is quite expensive. It's one of the most expensive products Apple has ever released. Not talking about you, Apple Watch Edition. You can't just waltz on over here covered in gold and go, okay, we'll take your money now. In this case, with Vision Pro, I think the cost is justified. This thing on the inside is the most technologically impressive thing I have seen, I don't know, maybe ever. What if, like, you don't want to pre-order it on Friday because, you know, you haven't seen it or touched it or tried it at all? What if you want to go to a store and try it? Well, at Apple stores, incredibly detailed demos will be set up for Vision Pro, but only after the official launch on February 2nd. And these demos can take over 25 minutes. Like, okay, listen to this. This is from Mark Gurman's Power On newsletter about Vision Pro's retail demo. The demo begins with a retail worker scanning the user's face with an app in a similar fashion to setting up Face ID. This scan will tell the employee hosting the demo which light seal, foam cushion, and band size the customer will need. The light seal, which keeps outside light from leaking in, comes in more than 25 shapes and sizes. The cushions, meanwhile, come in 2 sizes. If a person is wearing glasses, the stores will have a device to scan the lenses for prescription information. The system will provide those numbers, and stores will have hundreds of lenses on hand for demos. The employee then gathers all of those details, and another worker in the store's back room assembles the demo Vision Pro with the correct accessories. That just sounds so messy. It's like they care too much and also care not at all at the exact same time. And don't even get me started on how messy pre-orders are going to be. First of all, like I said, there's only 80,000 units. You got to wake up at the ass crack of dawn to be able to even attempt to pre-order this thing. You can't pre-order it if your device does not have Face ID. So heads up there, you have to use Face ID before you can pre-order the thing. And then that's not even mentioning if you wear glasses. Like if you wear glasses, you don't wear your glasses and put Vision Pro over it. No. You got to pay extra for prescription lenses that will go in Vision Pro. So for pre-order, if you're going to do the pre-order thing, you got to wake up early, you got to use a device that has Face ID, and your prescription for lenses has to be valid. So you can't have an expired prescription for your eyeglasses or anything like that. If you try that, you won't be able to buy it. You'll miss the pre-order. You probably won't get one for so long because there's only 80,000. This is going to be a mess. All right, let's just get down to the brass tacks. Here's some food for thought. Who do we think the Vision Pro is for? Who is Apple selling Vision Pro to exactly? I'm not even keeping a theory from you on this one. I am genuinely asking because I do not know. You're probably going to be like the default answer, oh, it's for developers. This is only for really heavy enthusiasts, for developers only right now, and then we'll spread. Well, sir, madam, that's not what the promotional material showed, now is it? Apple depicts regular people just living in this thing, not regular fucking people. WWDC might be a developers conference, but Good Morning America is not, and Tim Cook personally went on Good Morning America to show off Vision Pro to regular people watching regular Good Morning America. So please, let me ask you again, and think about your answer before you type it. Who this for? The era of spatial computing has arrived, says Tim Cook in the only Apple newsroom post announcing pre-orders for Vision Pro. Apple Vision Pro is the most advanced consumer electronics device ever created. Its revolutionary and magical user interface will redefine how we connect, create, and explore. Yeah, redefine how we connect, create, and explore for 80,000 of us, I guess. Those are all great words, and I love Apple, obviously. The company has described so many products like this. But why does this time feel so hollow? Why does it feel like they're trying so hard, too hard, to convince us instead of just showing us? Is there anything to show us? Either way, the time for talk and speculating is nearly over. In just a few weeks, we're gonna have this thing in our hands, and maybe then, hopefully then, we'll know.